Hello guys, so welcome back to Biology Lectures with Akiri Philip. So today I'll be solving questions on human digestive system, whether for the AQ and Ed Excel really. So it says here, what is the role of digestive enzyme? Okay, so the digestive system, well, we can say, let me enable that, to break down food substances into what can be absorbed. All right. Yeah, because I did mention, if you see my lecture on digestion, I said digestion is the breaking down of large, complex, insoluble molecules into simple, absorbable or smaller molecules. So it's to break down food molecules into what can be absorbed. Yeah. It says why does the food need to be absorbed? Number one, it is large. The food is large and complex, so it needs to be broken down into what can be absorbed into the body cells. Yeah. So basically that's why, because you need to be able to break it down into what body can absorb. All right, next one, it says, what is the role? Let me make this large enough. It says, what is the role of large intestine? 2 marker. To absorb water and electrolytes, or can you say mineral salts from undigested food. Next one, to store undigested food as feces or stool. Then I'm adding an extra point. It's two points. Okay, but I just want to give you one more in case you need to remember more than that. To make vitamin K, which I said is necessary for blood clotting, to compete. Sorry. I was going to say it has some microorganisms that helps to digest. Okay, let me say contain cellulose digesting bacteria. Cellulose is the cell wall of plant cell. So, and that is found in plant products. When we eat anything that's plant produce, really plant product. So the point is, it is this cellulose digesting bacteria that helps us to do that, and they live in the large intestine. All right, moving on. What is the role of the liver? Of course, the liver helps to make bile. So to make bile, liver has other role, but in the context of digestion, it helps to make bile. What's the function of bile? Can you try that out? I guess you said to emulsify fat. All right. Now it says, what is the role of pancreas and salivary gland in digestion? Okay. To bring about carbohydrate digestion by making amylase. Yes, pancreas makes what we call the salivary amylase, while the sorry, no, I mean sorry, pancreatic amylase. That was a mistake. Pancreatic amylase. Why the saliva makes the salivary amylase. So this is telling us that, that two of them have amylase. As I said, and amylase are enzymes that work on starch or say carbohydrate. So the role it plays is it helps to, because the question is finding a way to say what they have in common. Is to say what role does pancreas and saliva? They have other roles. Like pancreas has other roles, but since it's saying it's referring to them together, so it's trying to tell us what they have in common. All right. So moving on. Then he says that what is the purpose of villi? Of villi in small intestine? Seriously? Okay. Number one, to increase surface area for absorption. Then it is the site for absorption, like really. So it increases surface area, and that's where absorption takes place. Also, it secretes digestive enzymes. If you've seen my video on human digestive system, this will be much easier for you to understand. All right. So moving on. Always try to attempt the questions before you listen to what I'm going to say. What is the difference between simple and complex sugar? Okay. Let's talk about the definition then. So, okay, simple sugar simple sugar contain 2 or 1 sugar molecule, while you say that, that's still a point, while complex sugar has many sugar molecules. In fact, it can be like 100, can be more than that. That's the difference. That's the point. And so you can now state examples of simple sugar are glucose, fructose, galactose, sucrose. We can go on and on, so to say. Like just those 3 are basically examples. We can go other sugars, we have all those other ones. While examples of complex sugar are starch, glycogen, and cellulose. We still one more called chitin, cellulose. Let me add one more point. Simple sugar are broken down to release energy, while complex sugar are or is for storage. All right. I'm sorry, the writing, I'm trying to rush, and I have a very nice handwriting, if you know what I mean. Pardon me, please. You might want to just listen to what I'm saying, really, to be able to clarify what I said. It said this means is or are or is for storage. So our body, this starch, glycogen, cellulose are like storage form. Like in example, glycogen is how carbohydrate is stored in animals. Starch is where it's stored in plants, as it were. Moving on. Okay, it says discuss the role of lipids in the body. Well, it provides insulation. Lipids is the same as fat, so it provides insulation. It forms parts of cell membrane. So the cell membrane we have contains majorly fat or lipids, cell membrane in cells. Then we say that it serves as energy reservoir. Yes. Discuss the function of the protein in the human body. So, okay. For cell growth. Yeah. For repair or replacement of old cells. Then for energy also. Like, what do you mean for energy? Yes. A percentage of protein is also converted into glucose, or it's also used for energy. When the body has exhausted the use of the storage of carbohydrates, then it will move on to fat. When it finishes the fat or thereabouts, it goes on to protein. So it means that in the end, carbohydrates, fat, and protein all produce energy for the body.